Hello, Sagittarius, and welcome to the week for October 1st through 7th. And I just want to say hi. I'm new to YouTube, and this is my first week of readings on YouTube, although I've been reading for friends and family for several years. So I'm just getting up to speed on the video, so I hope you'll give me a little bit of slack. But I really appreciate you joining me today. And it looks like a very interesting week for you. I've pulled you 6 cards and 2 oracle cards, and I will pull a couple of clarifiers about this. First of all, your underlying influence for the week is the Ace of Wands. This is the Voyager Tarot deck, so it's a little different from the Rider Tarot deck. I shouldn't have mentioned that. But in the Voyager Tarot deck, the Ace of Wands is called illumination. You're hitting on a truth, you're hitting on inspiration of some sort. Whether it's in your career or in a relationship, it's really going to be like you'll have a flash of insight this week about some kind of problem that you're dealing with. The underlying influence for the week is fear. This is the 7 of Cups. And the 7 of Cups in the traditional tarot deck is all about, having a difficult time making a choice of some sort. Maybe you have multiple options. You're not sure which way to go. In this deck, it's really more about your fears, your internal, fears of perhaps making a bad decision, or fears of past things that have, happened to you. But this is the underlying influence for the week. You'll be, I think, letting go of that fear. And the past influences change. It's the Eight of Worlds. You have been really working on some change in the last few months, Sagittarius, and I'd say you're really, the Eight of Worlds in other decks, the Eight of Coins, it's really a lot about hard work, and it's also about, finding that change in your life. So I think you've been going through a lot in the last few months. The present energy is dullness. The 7 of Crystals, and this is maybe some sort of blockage that you've been dealing with or you're dealing with this week, but I think you're going to be letting go of it. I'll pick a couple more cards about these two cards in a second. The future energy is the Man of Cups, the Surfer. You'll be riding that wave, riding an emotional wave. Just be sure to stay grounded. I think that there's a nice mix of energy this week between Wands, Cups, and Worlds. So I think you'll be able to stay grounded. Just listen to your higher self. And what is the advice card? The Sage of Worlds. You're a master, Sagittarius. You stay in the center of your wheel. You'll know what to do, what's right for you. And I'm going to pull a couple of cards on these two. So let's pull a couple of cards on the fear card. What's behind this fear for Sagittarius for this week? What's behind this fear? So we have the Woman of Worlds. That is the Queen of Coins in most decks. And it's called the Preserver card. You're going to be able to preserve your lifestyle. It's also a card of nurturing. Try to nurture yourself this week. I think it'll be helpful. And where it's going is Devil's Play. And in this deck, Devil's Play is really all about breaking breaking barriers, breaking sort of limitations, looking at new frontiers, new foundations. It's a good card. The Devil is about limitations in the old tarot deck, and in this deck, it's really about breaking those limitations, that you're being chained by. So whatever's going on with you, it's usually chains of your own making. Usually it's limitations in your beliefs or past disappointments that are holding you back. And so I'm going to look at this one, the dullness card for the present, what's going on here. So we have the Strength card. I do believe you're letting go of the block. You're strong, Sagittarius. And where it's going is transformation. That's good. So you are letting go of that blockage. You're working through the blockage. You're strong this week, Sagittarius. And I think you're going to be, I can't say if this resonates as a career reading or an emotional reading, but it looks to me like you might get an offer in the future There may be somebody coming in to make a proposal of some sort. This couple of signs have had the Man of Cups in their reading, so you might want to take a look at those signs. It could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, a water sign of some sort. The King of Cups can often be Cancer. But you know, you have, you know, it's just a water energy. It doesn't necessarily mean the person's a water sign, but they may have a lot of water in their chart. So let's take a look at the oracle cards. The first one you get is listening. And let's see what that one has to say. I want to read it to you from the book. It's The Enchanted Map of Oracle Cards by Colette Baron Reed. And I love this book. It's great. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Yeah. Listening. An open heart will hear the message. I do believe that's true for you, Sagittarius. When this card appears, you're being reminded there is time to speak and a time to be silent. Now is an occasion for listening. Pay attention not only to what is being spoken, but what is not being said at the moment. For the deeper message is not always obvious. Listen with your heart, not just your ears, and you'll find clarity. Receiving the listening card is a fortunate sign and ensures a greater understanding of your circumstances. I think, yeah, it definitely sounds like you need to listen to your higher self here. You're going to get some illumination this week. Something's going to come clear for you. If you've had some confusion over the last few weeks, I think it's going to get cleared up for you this week. You know, whether that's a direction to take in terms of a relationship, a new career, or something maybe is going on at work, and you finally, you know, the penny drops. You finally find out what it is. So the other card that I pulled for you is Strength, which is really interesting because you got it here and you got it here. This is an oracle card for Strength. And this card says, your true strength comes not from self-reliance alone, but from a sincere faith in a higher power. The strength to accomplish even the most daunting tasks is yours at this time. You can connect with and channel the power of the universe. The Strength card indicates that your ideas are being tested and refined and your relationships are being deepened. No matter what happens, nothing can move you off the course of evolution. As the potency of your connections becomes more obvious, you're able to harness the creative energies that are available to you. Have courage and dive in, for magic is in the process of finding a form to take. When you remember that real strength comes from a combination of your efforts and reliance on a higher power, working through you, all is possible. You can do anything now. And I think for some Sagittarians, for the last few months, you may have felt kind of stuck, which is a terrible energy for Sagittarius, because I always think of Sagittarius as sort of that guy with the backpack on his back, you know, kind of, you know, seeing the world. And, you know, you have such a lovely energy, Sagittarius. And I think that, you know, whatever's going on or has been going on, you're going to get some clarity on how to resolve it this week. And if you just listen to your higher self, you'll know when to make your moves and your changes. So I hope this was helpful for you. If you like this video, please like and subscribe to my channel. I'm new to YouTube, so I would really appreciate that. And I hope to see you next week. And take care. And my information is in the description of this video. Thank you so much. Bye.